What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Welcome back. It's Random Fandom Tuesday night for the week of Tuesday, July the 9th, 2024.
Episode 68.
68.
We're 1 week away from the dirty one.
A little, I guess we're late, but happy 4th of July to all of our U.S.
friends.
All our U.S. viewers. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It was blazing hot here in our part of Canada.
Mm-hmm. And they should stay tuned because we do have something that is American only coming up later.
America, yes. America.
Yep.
Love our American friends. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Yeah, it is Random Fandom Tuesday night. As always, we are here to hopefully entertain you for at least a couple of minutes. Waste a brain cell with us. Thank you.
Might learn a thing.
As always, we can't cover all the news in one little entertainment magazine show. So if you've got a piece of pop culture or a piece of entertainment, a headline that grabbed you this week that we aren't talking about, or maybe one of the ones that we are talking about,
and you got more to add to it,
absolutely, make sure you send us all of your comments and questions in the live chat. We are monitoring that as we speak.
Like Gaz did.
Absolutely. And if you're really so bold, we are capable of taking your live telephone calls. The line is open, and you may do so at your leisure. Please remember, very family-friendly show. Mostly.
Last time we checked,
mostly. It did. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a tech check. But it did work the last time. I believe we've got this down.
I think so.
Yeah, I
at
hope
this point,
so.
We should.
I hope so. But then again, you know,
know.
The camera gremlin got me for what, two episodes in a row.
I believe so.
And strangely enough, you know, unplug everything, plug it all back in, and everything's fine.
Need to let the gremlin out.
I don't understand it. Before we get going with any of the news, though, I should probably fix the sounder. There we go. We should probably
kick off with another
let's do
round of some tradition.
You know how it is. Let's try some
Random Fandom Trivia.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be right without some random trivia.
Of course not. So let's just shift this over
here.
here.
Yeah. Oh, shifty, huh?
So question for
shifty.
You.
Oh, sure.
Singer Emily Bunton is better known by what name?
Even I know this one.
Do you?
I do. In the 90s, man.
True.
They were big.
They were.
There was a whole summer where 98 or so, they were riding a wave. She, along with her girl power
companions.
Girl power. Is that a spoiler? Girl power?
It might be. I think they're like, one of the originators of the pop culture version of the phrase.
Yeah, I think you're right. Could add a little spice to your life.
You could.
Maybe. Singer Emily Bunton is better known by what name? Listen, I know this one. I've probably talked too long now, but we'll give you the 30-second sounder anyway.
Sure.
And we'll check in with your comments in just a few. I thought I could get that to focus a little bit better, and the joke lost everything when it didn't come into focus.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh, well, I need to get a bigger one. That's why.
So Sean says here, he's just guessing.
Sean says, I am just guessing.
And Gaz says, I guess it's not
Sheena Easton. No, he does. Sean's got an answer.
Sean does have an answer.
Sean coming in. Sean's coming in hot with Baby Splash.
Oh, Kimberly says Melody.
No, but Melody is watching. I bet you right now.
Probably.
Melody, are you watching? Look. Hi. How are you?
2 shout outs in a row.
I know.
Living the high life.
Absolutely.
Gaz is saying Posh Spice.
Posh. No, that's Victoria Beckham.
Well, yes, that is.
Do you remember
And
Victoria's?
it's not Jerry Halliwell.
No, she was the oldest of them.
True. I liked her the best out of them, though. But
Oh, Kim says yes, she is. Okay.
well, Sean, you're correct. It was Baby
Ooh.
Spice.
That's the wrong one.
No joke. It's
what
true.
did I do wrong? Oh, there it is. Do you remember the last time you saw a Baby Spice?
I do not.
I do.
Really?
You may or may not know this. Kim and I are a fan of trashy television.
Mm-hmm.
And Netflix has been delivering on some like cringeworthy reality shows.
Uh-oh.
One of them is a social media experiment. It's called The Circle, where they take a bunch of contestants and they place them in an apartment building. Nobody leaves their apartment. You can't leave your apartment. And the only way that the players can interact with each other is through this contrived social media portal called The Circle. Now, you as a contender, you have the option of coming in to play the game as yourself, or you can come in as a catfish and you can pretend to be somebody else. And the idea is to form bonds and they play games. And at the end of the whole thing, somebody wins a big prize pot. And it's this huge reveal at the end who was real and who was a catfish. And in one season of The Circle, they inserted Melanie Brown and Emma Bunton.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, who came in and played The Circle. So that was just a year and a bit ago, 2 years ago.
Well, that sounds more fun than the actual movie. Do you remember that one? The Circle? It was like a knockoff of Facebook, but the AI went crazy and it started killing people.
I wonder if that's where they got the title from.
Maybe. Because it was a weird social network with facial recognition and everything.
Interesting.
Yeah. Good movie, though. Good movie.
Got to catch up on my Love Island USA tonight.
Nuh-uh. Something else you got to watch.
Oh, I'll definitely be watching that. 9 p.m. Eastern, The Acolyte, episode 7.
Whoop, so close to the end.
We are close, yeah.
Yeah.
Baby Splash.
But we do have a sad one here to open with.
Ah, man, I read this one and I'm like, oh, that's awful.
Mm-hmm. John Landau, Oscar-winning Titanic and Avatar producer, has passed away at the age of 63.
Amongst other things.
Mm-hmm. Amongst a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah. He's been, Jim Cameron's
go-to for ever.
A long time, yeah. I think Titanic was his first movie for Cameron?
I believe so.
And it basically worked for him ever since.
Yeah. He leaves behind wife Julie, to whom he was married for almost 40 years.
Right.
As well as their 2 sons, Jamie and Jody Landau. Also survived by his siblings, Tina, Kathy, and Les. So condolences go out to them.
Yeah, I mean, our thoughts are always go out when this stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
And not an old guy.
No.
63, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 63. So, I mean, certainly not.
But he was actively involved in the production of the Avatar sequels. So it's not like he was just, sitting around doing nothing.
I saw a video clip today. They were talking about, it was just the press tour leading up to The Way of Water.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very passionate about talking about the next films, the 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And man, you could just tell that he just believed in what he was saying.
Well, they got plans. They were hoping to have the 5th one out by 2031.
You hear 2031 and you go, what? Well,
that's only
but it's not. Yeah, away. It's not as long as you think it is. Yeah. Not when we're talking, sequels.
It took 20 years to get from 1 to 2.
2009 for Avatar and 2023. Was it 23
or 2?
22 or 23? A long time.
Yeah,
a long time.
Space there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he started at age 20, or didn't start, but at age 29, he became the executive vice president of feature film production at 20th Century Fox. And there he oversaw films such as Die Hard 2, Power Rangers, Last of the Mohicans, and True Lies. Which is awesome.
Yeah, good movies.
Yeah. And he did. He worked on that one with James Cameron too. So
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, our thoughts go out to John Lando's family and friends.
Mm-hmm. So another thing's floating around here, and it's causing a bit of a stir.
Oh,
but you know what? I think it's valid.
I read this article, and there is some credence to what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Some people are speculating that Jim Lee, the president, publisher, and chief creative officer at DC Comics, is charging too much for his commissioned work.
Well, that, and he hasn't taken convention commissions
No,
for something like
forever.
15 years or something,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. In a memo.
New 52 Justice League, by the way.
Yeah.
I might be one of the few people who actually like that.
It was a good run.
I like the New 52. I read at least as far as Justice League is concerned, I read the whole run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but this is the first time he's offering commissions in 15
yeah,
years.
15 years.
But,
15 years.
The rates as it goes, it is an exclusive offer for show attendees, so it won't be shipped out. There's a limit to 6 per show, so you got to act fast to get it. Penciled and inked by Jim Lee, an 11 by 17 full figure of one character with limited backgrounds will go for $20,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Extra backgrounds or recreation of other covers not drawn by him will be from $25,000 to $35,000.
Okay. We've got. Oh, there's more.
There is more.
There's more. Okay.
If you want to go a bit smaller, 9 by 12 waist up on a figure with limited backgrounds will go around from $9,000 to $15,000. It can have backgrounds if you can pay more. A small headshot will go for $1,000. Size is 3.25 inches by 7 inches, and it's a side profile only. A blank comic cover with just a bust on it will run you $8,000, and $12,000 if it's a wraparound cover. Yeah.
Jim will supply the blank cover comic, but you can also supply one at the show if you like.
Which I don't think you want to do that because you want to give him as much time.
I mean,
prior, right?
I suppose that in that case, maybe you would be getting it in the mail, because if he's not going to have it done
there,
obviously you're going to get it later on.
But whatever you choose, though, payment must be made in full before the show.
Yeah.
And he may choose to live stream the creation of these commissions at his studio or at the show.
There's a line in this, and I don't know, where is it here? There was a line in the article that said he has the discretion to decide which ones he's going to fulfill.
Yeah. So it's not like you pay up and he's just automatically going to choose.
Yeah, he may just like, no,
I don't want to do that
one.
So
presumably you're going to get your money back.
I would think so.
So first of all, is there more? Is there more in terms of pricing?
No, not in terms of pricing.
Okay,
but,
so what are your thoughts on this?
Considering what his stuff goes for on the aftermarket.
And I have no idea, so I'm definitely
an 11 by 17 page of original art, not inked or anything, pencils, is going to probably run you around $35,000 because of.
Oh, really? Okay.
So he's thinking, and you can't blame him if he's charging $20,000.
No,
and somebody's buying it just to turn around and flip it on the aftermarket.
No, that's true. I mean, he certainly is entitled to make his money. It is his bread and butter.
It is,
and certainly, everybody. I don't want to bring up the AI thing again, but I mean, you kind of get into that. Everybody wants art. They don't want to pay an artist.
But at the same time, doing that with the AI, it does make the real thing that much more valuable. Right.
I guess so. But then again, the market will tell you what the value is.
It will.
So, I mean, if somebody pays $35,000 for a Jim Lee sketch, and then it never sells for that again. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no guarantee that any of this is going to appreciate, although it is Jim Lee and it probably will.
Yeah. Because the dude is one of the greatest artists of our time.
Yeah, certainly. That's I would not
argue the fact
that
he hasn't had commissions available for 15 years. So
I guess the big question for me is, and you sort of answered it when you said like just a page. I mean, I just question, is comic book art that valuable? I mean, if you were buying an oil painting for your house,
all depends on artists.
I guess so, right?
Like, I could sell my paintings for around $30 if somebody will buy them, but Alex Ross is going to command like 100,000 or more.
Sure. I guess it's like any other form of art, though, right?
It is. It absolutely is.
It certainly isn't any, certainly not a lesser form. And I know at one time it was looked upon that way.
It was like frowned upon, like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
funny picture books, but no.
Conversely, similar adjacent to this, I just saw a thing from Larry Hama the other day talking about commissions for his work, and it's something he does like $40 or something like that.
Yeah.
And apparently he said at one time that he gave his stuff away. He used to do them for free. But then he's like, then he's like, I was at a convention in Canada, by the way. And he's like, and all the other artists ganged up on me because, they thought that I was doing them a disservice by giving it away for free when they were charging. So he's like, now I charge for it. He's like, plus, I got kind of discouraged when I would see my work in the garbage.
Aw.
Right, because if people would take something for free, not because it was a Larry Hama,
just because it was free.
There's a free thing, and you know what happens when you go to a convention. Hey, do you want a free sample? Yes, I do. It's like a business card. How many vendors throw a business card in the bag and you'd never see it again?
True.
And Larry said something very interesting in that post. He said, if you give it away, it has no value. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that was my newspaper career for 20 years.
What's that?
Giving it
away. your talents.
Yeah.
Well, you were paid though.
Yeah, I was paid.
You were paid. So, I mean, that's different though.
I think I was worth more.
Wow. I know you're worth a whole lot more, but I don't have the ability to pay you.
We're getting there.
One day, maybe.
Yeah. But like,
maybe.
and it's a name thing. Like if you want a piece of art by that artist,
sure.
If their name is big enough, you're going to have to pay for it. Like,
absolutely.
I would love to have an original Todd McFarlane, but it's probably never going to happen. But
well, yeah.
I got an original Mark Bagley though.
What's on that one?
A bust of Spider-Man.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, because like from what was it, issue 350 something to 400 and something.
Yeah,
he was like the guy to go to for Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, nice, very cool. I mean, the average. I think I see where the issue here is that like when you think of comic book art, you think of comic book prices. And I know comics are not, 75 cents anymore.
No.
What we say the average price now is
between like $5 and $10.
$5 and $10. So I'm like, I should be able to get a piece of comic book art for $5 to $10.
You did. You got it in the book. But if you want the original.
No, I get it. But I mean, what is there any more on what other people are saying? Just that it's too much.
Well, some people are saying it's too much. Other people are saying, no, he's right. He's justified in charging.
Sure. Certainly as an artist, you should be able to make a living off of your art.
Yeah.
Hence the term starving artist, right? Like it's tough. And it becomes more tough when people just aren't willing to pay for it.
But there are people out there with the income and
absolutely
willing to pay. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And something like this for me would be a complete, like, I won the lottery moment. You know what I mean?
So,
like,
you know what? I'm going to get me a Jim Lee.
Yeah.
But like, again, it's not like he went from charging $100 for an 11x17 to 25,000 overnight.
No, of course not. Of course
and
not.
His stuff has just appreciated over the years, and it continues to appreciate.
Yeah.
Like all his Justice League, his X-Men, and, Wildcat. Well, I don't know about Wildcats, but it probably goes up too.
Sure.
But anyway, if you can afford it, go get it while you can.
I mean, I'm not kidding anybody. If I had the money, I would do it.
Yeah.
I would go get an expensive whatever. I mean, look at all the stuff behind me. You can't tell me that
there's a few expensive whatevers there.
You can't tell me that I wouldn't. What's that prototype action figure of my favorite character? Yeah, absolutely.
The prototype Boba Fett.
Yeah. The missile firing Boba Fett. I'm in. I'll take two. No, you didn't buy one. No, your parents didn't bring you one home from the store. No, it never happened. Sorry, I got distracted.
Segue. Well, not really. But sticking with DC and the Justice League.
Yeah.
3 years after being released on streaming, Zack Snyder's Justice League is confirmed to be coming to theaters.
Funny how fast that was. I just read the other day that there was some inclination that it might. And then it seemed like what? Within a couple days, yep, it's happening.
Yep.
You've seen it.
I have seen it. It's awesome. It's much better than the other version.
Oh, Steve. Hey, Steve, how are you? I think I'm doing all right, man.
Mm.
I'm doing good. So first of all, Zack Snyder's Justice League is the superior film.
It is. Like, if you're going to see one version over the other, this is the one to see.
100% agree with you. Will I be willing to go and see it theatrically after watching it on streaming? I think I might, actually.
Ready to go for 4 hours.
Well, it would be nice if it was broken up with an intermission.
It could be.
Like, let me walk around for a couple seconds and then I'll come back.
Mhm.
But I did watch the whole thing. The way that it was presented on streaming was in chapters, and I think it was six
so.
chapters.
Yeah.
And I watched it all in one sitting.
Yeah.
So I don't see why I couldn't do that in a theater.
No.
And really,
like we haven't done it
this
before.
is the movie we were supposed to get.
It is.
Yeah. So good for Zach. I was reading some of the comments when this got posted the other day from another media outlet, and I thought this is an interesting. So Zach has actually made some overtures about showing interest in continuing, being able to continue his work in the old DCEU, and I'm thinking, when Peter Safran and James Gunn took over, remember that big. James Gunn did a video thing where he announced all the stuff.
Yeah.
And you remember him saying that Elseworlds tales were going to be clearly labeled as such?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not a way for Zack Snyder to continue his work on DC?
You think so.
You just brand it Elseworlds?
But at the same time, if they do allow him to do that, then they're competing with him.
Yeah.
And if he just mops the floor with James Gunn stuff.
But it's still all Warner Brothers. You know what I
is.
mean? Like, you can't tell me that from a corporate perspective, like, oh, that's a pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least it's an idea worth looking at just a little bit more.
But at the same time, competition is good for the industry, right? Like, if
I
Zach
agree.
makes an amazing film, then James Gunn has to trump him and so forth.
But I mean, with James Gunn being the chief creative
something or
whatever,
yeah.
Is he going to be directing everything? He's not going to be directing everything. Yes, he's directing Superman.
He'll probably be directing the stuff like cherry picking.
Yeah,
he wants
of course. But when you take a job as the head of a studio, your job is to run the studio, not to get mired in the weeds per se.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure, direct a film here and there, but your job is going to require you to oversee all those other things.
And you're going to need yourself like a Pablo Hidalgo type for, the DC.
Yeah. You need a brain trust to sort of make sure that the ship is still on course.
Yeah.
Sean says, I like the 4-hour version to watch. Yeah, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
It added so much more to it.
Yeah. Far.
And not just time and extra visuals, but more story, more in depth.
Just more context.
Yeah.
And poor Cyborg, who just got the short end of it, totally added more to his story.
Mm-hmm.
And I really appreciated that.
Yeah. But it'll be in theaters sometime because they haven't released the date yet.
We don't have a date.
Regardless, it will show up at some point. So this trailer came out there.
I did watch it. I don't know how I feel about it.
No?
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm interested.
I'm not sure what it is that I'm seeing.
Agatha All Along.
The final title.
Yes.
Final title. Yeah. We're not getting another title.
I think that was like a joke that they were playing on the entire world. Like, haha, it was Agatha All Along.
Agatha All Along.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, guess what? All these other titles, they can go away now. But
yeah. Wait, what's Gaz has got something to say. He says, hey, I'm making a new Superman film. Great. Are you going to use Henry? No, I'm going to use this new guy. Oh, but Gunn, he looks like Henry.
The Wish version of Henry.
There's a lot of truth to that, and plus the what was I call it, the garbage bag costume?
Yeah,
the baggy falling off. Oh, wait.
Oh,
speaking of costumes,
I didn't post those up because I didn't want to spoil it. But we've seen like Mr. Terrific and
Sure.
Guy Gardner.
But I don't mean the costumes themselves. There's a small detail
Uh-oh.
on Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific's costume.
Oh.
They both bear the corporate emblem of Lord.
Maxwell Lord?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Suggesting
not
that, yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
A little bit.
It might explain why Guy Gardner's costume looks like an absolute trash fire.
Maybe.
It's awful. It's hideous.
It's pre-effect.
It's 2000 X-Men bad. You know, it's all like this all leather thing. And
What
I
did
get
you
it.
expect? Yellow spandex?
Yes, damn it. Yes, I did. I want the yellow spandex now.
Fair enough.
Oh, sorry. Agatha All Along. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, because there's the one opening scene where she walks in and she opens it like she's a detective going to investigate a murder.
Oh, so that is Catherine Hahn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
Yeah, so she's lost within this spell that Wanda Maximoff locked her in at the end of WandaVision.
so we saw her in the basement of the building, or
we've seen her run through a bunch of stuff here, but like
sure,
as she goes down and checks out the body in the morgue, the tag reads Wanda Maximoff. And
are you talking about the signature fading in?
Yeah.
So small detail. That's not a toe tag.
No,
that is a library card with her signature.
Oh, neat.
You see, there's multiple dates on it in the date stamp. Remember when you used to sign out a book?
Well,
you write your name on the card and they put the stamp on it.
Marvel people die and come back all the time.
That's a library card.
Makes sense. But yeah, like I'm not sure who the other character is, but tells her, don't be stupid. You're locked in a spell from this dead witch. Claw your way out.
Yeah.
So she starts clawing through, and we get to see her kind of go through all those personalities that she went through on WandaVision.
Oh yeah, the black and white.
Yeah. So once she gets out of there, then it's a matter of recovering her power.
Props to Catherine Hahn. I mean, her character was this over the top, drippingly good.
Yeah.
And I suspect that she'll be more of that.
I hope so.
I'm just interested. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this once she's out.
Because like I know the supernatural Marvel stuff's kind of been hit or miss, but
yeah,
I think she can carry it.
But if Guy Gardner has a bowl style haircut, all is good. Well, can confirm it is indeed a bowl cut. Nathan Fillion, by the way. Yeah, but I think we all knew that.
Yeah,
I can't tell you the actor playing Mr. Terrific though.
I don't know.
No, I don't know him either. Also, and shots of Hawk Girl as well.
Yeah,
no wings, but Hawk Girl.
They'll be digitally added.
Yeah,
but 2-episode premiere for Agatha All Along, September 18th on Disney Plus.
September. So did our window between the Acolyte and Skeleton Crew just get shorter?
A little bit. A little bit.
Maybe. Are we going to cover this one?
I don't know.
We did cover WandaVision. I don't see why we wouldn't.
Well, we condensed WandaVision. We did it in 3 episodes.
No, you're right. We did. We
could condense this one as well.
Do we know the number of episodes on this one?
I do not know how many episodes it's going to be. Just that it's going to be a 2-episode premiere.
So probably something similar. Probably 10 or less.
Probably.
Yeah. Streaming series.
Yep.
10 or less.
Yep. But moving on here. The Last Time is Now.
Oh my gosh. I was really surprised at this. First of all, the big weekend for the WWE here in Canada, Toronto over the weekend. So they did
Friday
SmackDown.
Night, they did SmackDown in Toronto.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank Saturday night.
Yeah.
NXT Sunday night and Monday Night Raw in Ottawa.
Yeah. So, I mean, big weekend for them here. We got a press conference. On Sunday? On Saturday. Sorry. Saturday. Yes. Yeah. Saturday.
And he made the announcement during the Money in the Bank
shout out to our friend Sam Hudson, who was at the press conference, got to ask Cena a question.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But after his time, he's decided it's time to call it quits. So he's going on a retirement tour. So he's going to still go for the Rumble, still going to go for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And he's going to call it a day at WrestleMania 2025. So,
but again, he's going to be like every other legacy performer in the company, right? They'll roll him out.
They'll roll him out every now and again.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
He's planning on going on like I am wrestling for this next foreseeable future until I'm done, which is something none of them have done. Like The Rock comes back for a couple here and there.
Yeah.
But he doesn't wrestle. He'll like come, work the mic and then leave.
Yeah.
And then do one big match at WrestleMania. But Cena, I guess, has vowed to do like I'm going to be going week to week to week.
Yeah, one rock bottom and then out. Bye-bye.
Yep.
That's good, though. So that also tells me something. That tells me that Peacemaker is ready to go.
Must be.
If he's committed to wrestling for the next year, Peacemaker must be ready to go.
Yep. Season 2 of that.
We're in post-production now.
Yeah. But, yeah, I guess a lot of boos and some disappointed and shocked fans because, like, you don't want to see anybody go, but.
So this also begs the question, and I know, Gaz, you'll appreciate this one. With Cena being in Bumblebee, my question is, what's going to happen with this joint G.I. Joe Transformer movie? Because like there's some talk about Cena maybe coming over and he's suddenly branded as Duke. If he's wrestling for the next year, that means that that crossover movie is not even starting photography in that time.
Probably not.
When you talk about most feature films are what, around a 3 month shooting schedule.
Around that, yeah.
Going to be hard to find 3 months off from the WWE. Sean says he'll be back for something or anything he can get into.
Probably.
I would think that's true. I would think that, Cena would attract a sizable crowd.
You would think so.
But again, if you're holding him sort of in secret,
you
know what I mean? Like, but I mean, if you tease him early on, like, just to know that he's part of a storyline, any storyline, that creates the possibility that he could show up at any time.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So anytime between now and I guess March or April of 2025.
John Cena.
Yes.
Better wrestler, better actor.
I'm going to say actor.
Wrestling is acting.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Like he's a performance artist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like he's funny as hell in movies. Have you seen Blockers?
What?
Blockers?
Oh, yes. Yeah. And then the new Prime one, Snicky.
Oh yeah. That was a weird one. It was fun.
It was good.
It was fun.
I did like it.
Yeah, but,
Dwayne Johnson, better wrestler, better actor. His paycheck would say actor.
I know his paycheck would say actor, but I think he's a better wrestler.
He flounders like a pro footballer, man.
Yes, he does.
Like that,
He sells it. He knows what he's doing.
I think of the way that he does his like flip over, like completely rigid.
Yep.
I've never seen anything more hilarious.
He takes the Stone Cold Stunner like no one else.
Yeah. It's like a lawn dart that just bounced out of a rock.
Yeah. For Cena, I hope they like put him on a run. Like let him go.
Well, you're gonna
on like a monster run and then win the title at WrestleMania.
I was gonna say drop the strap on him and then bye.
Yeah, and then because you know what, a tournament is always awesome. After something like that happens,
sure, after retirement, and now we have to have
the vacant title needs a tournament. So, and King of the Ring, I think, follows up not long after that. So,
right. Is that a giant battle royal?
No, Royal Rumble's the battle.
Royal Rumble is the
it's the 30-man over the top. King of the Ring is just like a tournament one.
Have they passed the belt at the Rumble?
Yep.
Not lately.
No. It's usually lately. It's winner of the Rumble goes to WrestleMania to win.
Right.
Or for the title.
Right, because we've got our, all our pay-per-views that we have to make sure that we fill.
Yeah, the big five.
Of course.
Because there's Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, King of the Ring, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series.
All right.
But there's one every month, so.
Oh my God. Every month?
Every month.
There's a pay-per-view every month?
Yeah, I believe it's, Rumble's in January, Elimination Chamber in February.
Yeah.
Usually at the end of March, they do WrestleMania, where it's either like the last weekend of March or the first weekend of April. Then May gets Backlash. June, I believe, gets King of the Ring. I can't remember what happens in July, but August gets SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
And September gets Unforgiven.
Okay.
October, I can't remember. November, Survivor Series. Then they do they do one in December?
I don't know, man.
But they do one
You
at
tell
the
me.
end of December. It's usually New Year's Revolution.
New Year's Revolution.
Yeah, but like there's one every month, so they keep raking in money. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
And coming to Netflix in what? January.
Yeah.
I might be coming back to wrestling just because
Well, it's going to be a whole lot raunchier.
I saw that. Yeah.
Uncensored.
Uncensored. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of Cena
All the boobies.
than you planned on.
I saw a clip. WWE was either their. I don't think it was their official social media, but it was a wrestling channel.
News dude
had like old footage of like a match, and Triple H is in the ring, and some woman is like basically
flashing her boobs at him.
Yeah.
That's from the DX days.
And he's like encouraging her to do it, and so she flips the corner of her shirt up, and he's like, and she goes all the way for it.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what we can look forward to.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's necessary.
Well, it's definitely not family friendly, but definitely young adult friendly.
I guess so.
Teenage boys.
Teenage. Yeah.
I thought boobs.
I went to a wrestling show and a boobie broke out.
Yeah, it happens. Happens at Oilers games too.
That's true. Too bad about the Oilers, by the way.
Yeah. Always next year.
Spoken like a true Leaf fan.
This next one is a bit closer to home here.
Oh, sure.
Country House Hunters is coming to Lindsay, Ontario.
I don't think I'm aware of this.
They are on the CTV Life channel.
All right.
And they are looking for outgoing, interesting people with a beautiful country home to feature on the episode. They only want you to message if you've purchased your home in the last 2 years, but they're also looking for real estate agents to partner with.
Oh, wow.
So if you think this is something you want to get in on, reach out to Antonia Woodforden on Facebook. She's the producer.
Nice.
And she's posted this in Lindsay Facebook group. So
like one of the community groups.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's always nice to see local stuff featured on TV. So
yeah.
If you bought your house in the last couple of years and you want to get on there, go for it.
Country House Hunters Canada.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I know about that one. So
no, I find that very interesting.
Yeah. How about we talk some toys?
Oh my God. Is this where we get into the slew of everything that came from McFarlane this week?
Yeah, there's a lot.
They just had like a vomit this week. So much stuff.
But we're not going to start with him.
Oh,
first,
okay.
We're going to start with the 5.5 inch scale Danzig.
Is this? Oh, it is a Super 7. Yeah. It's funny that they're going back to the 5 POA 5.5 inch.
Yeah. But
I mean,
it'll go with your Motu Origins
to fit in well, and so remember Super 7 did a run of Masters in the 5.5.
Yeah.
Which
and then they did the Thundercats as well, right? Or was that somebody else?
That was Funko Savage Worlds.
Yes, the Savage World. And then there was also the horror figure ones. So you
got
Freddy and Jason.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. This one is based on the debut album from Danzig, and he's, all muscled and jacked up, and comes with a cut card back and a microphone accessory.
A beaten microphone.
That's right. Got a battle He-Man with something.
That's right.
So Danzig fans, get on it. This next one's good news for people that funded it.
Oh man,
the HasLab Cantina. Now
I got to look it up because I want to know. I saw that it got funded. I forgot to double check on it to see how far they got on the if they unlocked all the stretch.
They have not unlocked them yet.
How much time?
I believe there's one more to unlock.
How much time we got left?
Have until July 8th, 2024. So I think like tonight or last night. Oops.
So yeah, last night. So it is over. Now the target for this campaign was 8,000,
which they hit.
And it looks like the numbers have not changed. So the slide there, 14,737.
Yeah, that was as of that 3:01 p.m. today.
Yeah. So
they unlocked the Greedo.
Did we get the Atomica sisters?
I believe so. Yeah, I think they're included with the main thing.
Oh, they were part of the set. That would be horrible to make them stretch goals.
Yeah. But Nebru Leeds is the 14,001 that got unlocked. And I don't know if they actually hit it at the end, but that Arliel Schultz was the 17,000 mark.
I'm just scrolling through the campaign right now to see tier 2 at 14,000, tier 3 17,000.
Yeah.
Arliel Schultz.
I don't think they got him.
No, 17,400. Oh, sorry, 14,000. You're right. Sorry. They did not get that far.
Well, they got most of the way.
So he's our four-armed, conical-headed alien in a spacesuit.
Yeah, so they just got over the tier for him.
Wow. And so now it's like, are we going to see him down the road?
Probably.
And Wolfman, where did he come from?
He was tier 3.
Oh, okay. So
no Wolfman for you.
That's too bad.
But Gaz saying here,
I said it before, and I'll say it again. Huey Lewis, please. I feel like.
Could you imagine a Huey Lewis in the Motu style? Give him a guitar. It's all the accessory he needs.
That's the power of love. Seriously, though, with all of the bizarre licenses that NECA have been getting, especially after seeing
Jessica Fletcher,
Angela Lansbury last week, I don't know why they don't go after some of this stuff.
Well, it's not like there isn't people out there chasing. Like McFarlane's got what? Alice Cooper.
Well, I was going to say McFarlane typically or
Iron
traditionally
Maiden.
has been the big music guys. Now NECA has done some music before, but it's Eddie. It's the mascots, right?
Yeah.
Because it kind of dovetails with their horror stuff.
Yeah.
But I would totally like, as much as I laugh every time you say that, Gaz, I'm down for a Huey Lewis action figure. I mean, he's definitely rotates regularly through my playlist. So,
and he would fit nicely on the Back to the Future shelf.
Absolutely.
Just give him
some glasses and a bullhorn.
Yep. You're too damn loud.
Too loud. Too loud. Too loud.
Yeah. But this one might be more for you. Oh, Gaz says yes.
Absolutely.
Transformers. So Deluxe Brawn and Autobot Ratchet 2-pack.
Again, I own one of these already. So first of all, this, don't get me wrong, this is a good set. If you don't have the regular releases of either of these figures, there's nothing wrong with this set. I think you get an alternate head on that Brawn, because that's him getting smoked. All they need to do with them isn't the gray version so that they're dead. But that's exactly what this is supposed to be. That scene at the beginning of the movie when the Decepticons attack the Autobot shuttle and they basically wipe out the original cast to make way for the new robots. That's what we're looking at here. And I mean, that is very specific to one scene in the movie, but it is essentially two figures that have already been released with minor variations.
Well, they also come with accessories straight from the film, a tire, 2 light bar pieces, 3 blasters, and 3 blast effects. So you can show them getting shot.
Yeah. I mean, the smoking hole in Brawn, like, give me the smoke effect. Like, that would be okay.
I think they do include that particular one in the blast effect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't include the shot here, but yeah, when he's laying down there, there is this like smoking.
That's okay. Then that's okay. I mean, if you're going to recreate specific scenes, then yes, you should have scene specific,
have what they need.
Yeah, scene specific accessories. But I have a masterpiece Ratchet, so I will not. I would consider the main line to be a downgrade, and plus, I just don't like that mold. I don't like the giant hinges on the outside of the van mode. I don't want to see that stuff. So, in Transformers, there's always one mode that is better than the other.
True.
And in this case, for both of these robots, it is the robot mode, if you ask me. But I do have that Brawn without the dying face. In fact, he is
somewhere on the Transformer shelf.
Where is he?
I don't know.
He's right there.
There you go.
I can see him. He's literally right there.
What's Michael Martinez saying?
Taking a page out of McFarlane's book.
Give her a new coat of paint and send it out again.
But that's action figures, though, man.
Yeah. Is it for this next one, though?
What, a repaint and resell?
Well, I don't know. Transformers, or the Transformers movie Masterpiece Series, MPM 15 Decepticon
Brawl. Yeah, no, this was announced a while ago. People have been waiting for this one.
This is the super tank from Triple X2.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We covered that in our prop episode.
It's been used in a couple of movies,
It
but yeah,
has.
that's exactly what it is.
But he looks good. He looks
does
very,
look good.
James Bay-ish. Or
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Too many Jameses.
You're thinking James Cameron still?
James Gunn, James
Oh,
Cameron.
two James movie makers in one episode.
Yeah.
I actually like this. I like the Bayverse movies, even though some of them are more ridiculous than others. And I do like this design to some degree. But he also got taken out like a bitch. But my boy, Optimus Prime.
Well, yeah, but if you're gonna go, that's the one you want to take you out.
There's been a couple of these movie figures that I've really, really liked, but again, I don't like the movie aesthetic as much as I like the G1
original
aesthetic. Yeah, so I love them for what they are. They're just not something that I want to have in my collection.
Fair enough.
But he is definitely one of the cooler ones.
Yeah. Apparently, he comes with 200 deco-ops, 35 points of articulation.
Well, every piece of camouflage is considered a paint app, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And it takes 36 steps to get him from tank mode to
36 robot. Steps. That's like double your average deluxe figure. Or triple in some cases.
Available exclusively at Target with limited quantities. But I guess it will go to Hasbro Pulse later. So
I'm surprised they're not starting there.
Yeah. But that does bring us to our McFarlane stuff.
Oh my God.
So
okay.
Let's dive in.
From the fire hose. Here we go.
So first up, we have the Clock King.
I laughed so hard when I saw this. I'm like, is this real?
It is real.
I mean, this is right up there with like Calendar Man.
Yeah, it goes next to the Condiment King really well.
I love that his weapon is the hand of a clock.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Tell me this is just some like super niche villain that, first of all,
I remember seeing him on Batman the Animated Series.
I'm presuming he's a villain.
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing a wristwatch, or is he wearing two? Is he wearing watches on both hands?
Probably.
And a clock
watch. And
he stole Flava Flavs.
He did steal his style.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
So this is McFarlane Collector Edition number 18. Number 19 is Ragman.
This is a little bit more.
This one looks like it belongs more in Spawn's universe.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But I know Ragman has showed up on a bunch of properties. I believe he showed up in either The Flash or Supergirl, one of them. But
I do like the use of soft goods here. That actually looks pretty good. It looks like there's a wire in there.
I think so.
And a very, very long string to tie it on.
Mm-hmm. Next up, number 20 in the collector thing, Red Hood, based on the Detective Comics.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is going back.
If Joker's face is not under that red hood, a lot of people are going to be pissed.
Wow. I mean, you could just head swap it.
You could
head swap it. I mean, it's not like they're going to make a removable helmet version. Although they might just, again, as Michael Martinez said, taking a page out of the McFarlane book. Now that I've said that, you can expect a reissue of this figure with the Joker head,
or even like the Chase variant.
Oh yeah. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, but all these are pre-order, and it launches July 12th for these three.
Listen, I rag on McFarlane an awful lot, but honestly, if that's your thing, I mean, absolutely, I would want this stuff if it was.
Yeah,
if I was into these characters.
That's a good-looking figure.
Nobody else is doing it.
No, but at the same time, he's going back on a lot of them, and he's still missing some very key players. Like, Where is Zatanna? Where is the Black Canary?
Yeah.
Where are all the other, female Justice Leaguers that he does not like?
Are you saying that McFarlane doesn't like?
Well, he said, a figure of Batman's
going to sell right. Day, I can sell Batman any day of the week.
But, a woman figure, you can't sell that for some reason. But people love Wonder Woman. They sell well.
My wife has a pretty good Wonder Woman collection.
Mm-hmm. But, like, you throw Zatanna and Black Canary and, like, Fire or a few other, Hawk Girl even.
Yeah.
They'll sell. Like, people need to complete their Justice League.
No, I hear you. I agree with you on that
Put the
one.
Wonder Twins out, for Christ's sake. And the monkey.
Oh, the Wonder Twins and Gleek.
Yeah.
Gleek. Michael says, definitely diving into some obscure characters. I'm on board, but he definitely needs to do more key characters. 100%. 100%.
I don't know that this next one is a key character, but he will be available exclusively during San Diego Comic-Con. Agent Liberty, based on Panic in the Sky.
You know, again, I'm so out of touch with comic books, but even I saw this and went like, this
Knock
is
off
like
Captain America.
This is budget Captain America with a little yellow Daredevil mixed in. What's
A
going
little
on?
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with him, but
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, even the shield looks like, what is that? A broken
it looks like a broken chunk
piece
of plastic, but I mean, it doesn't look.
Newsflash! It is a piece of plastic.
Ice shield, maybe.
I was thinking that this was a the rim of the shield was like a weld, like a rough welded bead.
Maybe the homemade Captain America
Maybe,
shield.
yeah, like it was a plasma cut or something.
Gas, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Power
Girl, a boob window version or something.
That's the
little
only version you need, the Adam Hughes version.
Boob window. That's all I can think of.
There's a reason behind the boob window.
There's a story reason behind
There
the
is a
boob window?
legitimate story reason behind the boob window.
It can't possibly be anything that's not contrived.
Well, it's kind of heartbreaking.
Why?
Because she didn't want to wear the S for the House of L.
Oh, right.
She wanted something as impactful but more personal to her. So she just left the space there until she could think of something.
The negative space.
Yeah. So eventually the shield would go there, but she never figured it out.
And still nothing there?
Still nothing there. Well, she's gone through a few costume changes. And
I appreciate someone putting the effort in to try to explain that, but like, come on. That's about as thin as it could ever be.
It's still better than the Invisible Woman's. She had like the boob window was the 4. And she was sassy.
It's a power shield.
Fair enough.
Is that for this guy?
I believe so.
Oh, so it's an energy effect.
Could be.
That makes sense now that you say that.
But, the boob window has the same energy effect, right? It serves its purpose. This next one, though, I think people have been waiting for this one. At least, if you're a fan of the Batman Beyond.
Oh,
Bruce Wayne and
old
Ace.
man Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I do like this one.
Yeah, Gold Label 2-pack based on Batman Beyond. Will be available exclusively during San Diego Comic-Con, so I'm assuming after the fact it might get like a silver label release, but
I was kind of hoping that they would do, because they did Terry McGinnis in like the mainline McFarlane.
Yeah,
I was hoping they would have done an interpretation of Bruce.
Yeah, because this is
more
definitely like animated.
Oh,
style.
100% it is.
But
in the Bruce Timm style, I guess.
I mean, technically, all you got to do is put a Michael Keaton head on there, and
wow. To me, it needs a little bit more than that. I mean, it's definitely smooth.
Yeah,
like the animation model. It needs more. Maybe there's a custom to be out there somewhere.
Realism, maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
But anyway, this next one reeks of realism.
Uh-oh.
And it makes you want to do the Bat-2C.
Oh dear.
60s Batman, super articulated, and he's ready to dance.
That is a pretty good likeness, though.
It is. It's a very good Adam West.
But again, it's Batman, so it's jaw, it's cowl and lower half of the face. Now, like I said, I rag on McFarlane an awful lot, and usually it's because they mess this stuff up to no end. But this one, I give them props. This one's okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is based on the classic TV series. Launches for pre-order July 25th. And for our American friends down north or south of the border here, this particular one, if you're pre-ordering it, I'm not sure where. You got to look in for more details because they will follow from McFarlane. But apparently there's a chance to win a limited edition replica cowl based on the TV series, among other prizes.
So the cowl's been done before.
Has it?
Yeah, Mattel. When Mattel had a license for DC, they did a prop replica cowl. They also did the belt. And I think there was a batarang as well. I'll have to look it up and show you some pictures. It actually looks really good. Oh, Melody laughed at Batman. He's funny. Look at him. He's totally funny.
Packed full of 60s goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, the contest is available only to permanent residents of the continental United States.
Boo.
So us Canadians are out of luck.
Boo.
Yeah. But what's a week without more than one Batman?
I know. This one gets a pass, though. I already said that earlier this week when I saw it. This one gets a pass because
based on Batman Reborn, the Dick Grayson version of Batman.
Which I don't know. Does Dick
it
look like
looks
that?
more like the Arkham Asylum version of Batman.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
It doesn't scream Nightwing's face to me.
No. Again, though, with the soft goods, the 66 Batman had soft goods cape as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this, you know, if anybody other than Bruce Wayne was going to be the Batman, of course it should be Dick. And when Dick got his run as Batman, I was like, yep, it's about time.
Yeah. But this one launches for pre-order July 25th at select retailers. So
I dig it. I think it's a cool looking figure.
Mm.
I like that the belt is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. A little bit shinier, less yellow.
You've got a bit of the 66 bat symbol in there for the buckle, eh?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But then you've got the more streamlined one on the chest there, right?
Yeah.
This next one caught me off guard because I have no idea why they want to do this.
Yeah, me neither.
Over some of the other ones mentioned, but
me neither.
From the Batman Superman World's Finest fusion of the two.
This must have happened in an issue somewhere.
I believe so, but I couldn't tell you where.
I hope it didn't last long.
Yeah, but again, pre-order launches July 25th. If you need fusion Batman Superman. Yeah, that's what we got from McFarlane.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that came out this week. There was a bunch of. Did we get any of the?
We got more.
We got more. Okay, then I'll just keep my mouth shut then.
So coming at us from NECA in the Toonie Classics line, you can't get one without the other. So you need both Bert and Ernie.
Nice.
Yeah, Bert comes with a little checkerboard looking thing, and Ernie comes with his rubber duck, so he's ready for the bath.
It's funny that they Ernie obviously with the rubber duck.
I'm wrong. That's his bottle cap collection.
Of course it is. That makes perfect sense. My God, the humanity. Yeah, that figure was like,
yeah.
Bert looking curmudgeonly as ever.
But these are 6-inch figures, so
these are obviously not or limited to posability.
Yes, they're in the same style as the Toonie chairs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Whatever.
So you might get like a shoulder joint or something, or a neck joint.
Could be. Looks like Ernie might have some arm joint going on there.
That's what I mean. He's got something at the shoulder there. Melody says that Bert is angry. He does look angry, doesn't he?
He's always angry because Ernie's always doing something to make him upset.
If they didn't give Bert the bottle cap collection, they should have gave him a pigeon.
Yes.
Doing the pigeon.
That would be funny. Hey, Bert. What do you got there, Bert?
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun.
Ernie has an idea.
And Ernie has an idea. Yes, he does have an idea. Great. Now I have rubber ducky rolling around in my head. You're welcome. And that's before I started singing.
But these are estimated to ship in October of this year. So
happy birthday.
Little while to wait.
Happy birthday to me.
Mm-hmm. This next one, horror fans / comedy fans / Michael Keaton fans. Who wouldn't want an 18-inch talking Beetlejuice?
I'm surprised at the scale.
Yeah.
The 18-inch thing kind of makes me go, is this supposed to be like, remember when they NECA has their DC license, but they can't do anything 7-inch or 6-inch, right? They can't do any collector scale.
Yeah.
So they do the quarter scale. And some of those were pretty large.
They did the Penguin, they did
Batman, Catwoman. Yeah. Is this all? Does this mean the quarter scale at 18 inches tall?
Maybe.
I don't have any of the quarter scale stuff to really compare them with. Now, mind you, the likeness looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question is this based on the original?
I think this might actually be based on the new one. Yeah, it's motion activated and speaks actual lines from the first movie.
Oh, well, there you go. First movie.
Apparently highly detailed and articulated for posing. Uses button cell batteries, which are included, and ages 17 and up. So apparently he's going to say some nasty stuff.
I'm the ghost with the most.
Nice model.
Damn, I thought we were finally going to get a Keaton Mr. Mom figure. Yeah, that and oh my God, what was the
Jack Frost?
no,
Snowman
was it Gung Ho?
Oh,
Was it Gung Ho? Was that the movie that he did where he worked on the assembly line in a car factory?
I don't recall.
Hey, that's going way back.
But anyway, yeah, this one will be shipping September of this year. So
it's cool. I mean, I would like to. Yeah, it was Gung Ho. That's what I thought.
Beetlejuice. He didn't appear. This next one goes back too, though, bringing back nostalgia.
Oh my gosh.
According to their release, adventure awaits you in every pack of Dungeons and Dragons Art of D&D Wax Pack trading cards.
You know, I mean, there was so much, and these are from Super 7, who are just running with this license.
They are.
I just saw some, I mean, do we have more D&D stuff? No, yes,
no.
no? Oh, that's too bad, because there was a whole lot more besides the wax packs here. First of all, I assume that's going to be art from the animated series.
I believe so,
It
yeah.
looks that way. But look, we've got packs with let's like Hank the Ranger on there. We've got Bobby the Barbarian, Sheila the Thief, and Eric the Cowardly Cavalier there. Venger, there's a speech bubble on Venger's pack. I don't know what he's saying.
Collect them all.
Oh, maybe.
Apparently this will debut at Comic-Con 2024. Available as individual packs or flat. 60 different trading cards to collect, as well as 12 full color character stickers. And there will be foil cards and character stickers featuring backing art that joins together to form 2 different adventure mosaics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So these will be exclusively available at the Super 7 crossover with D&D pop-up at San Diego from July 24th to 28th, with limited quantities available to fans, all fans, on super7.com starting Monday, July 29th.
You know, I went all in on the Hasbro figures when they did these. When they did their cartoon line stuff. But I mean, Super 7 has been doing a really good job at capturing some of the other more obscure characters. But also announced today from Super 7 was also Sheila in their 7-inch Ultimates, but it's invisible Sheila.
Oh.
So she's 100% clear plastic.
Oh, you'd be all over that one.
Yeah, well, you know how I feel about that. But the other thing, and I don't normally... Kim says, I want Beetlejuice. Melody says he looks like an evil mayor. He does look like an evil mayor. He looks like Ronald McDonald's budget
Evil
cousin.
twin.
Yeah. What? No bubble gum?
Apparently not.
Yeah, apparently not, I guess. But if you're a fan of the Ultimates figures, like I said, there's the Invisible Sheila that was announced today. They also showed off a vinyl figure of animated Tiamat, the multi-headed dragon. So I might have to get that one.
I saw something else about Queen of the Dragons is coming or something.
Yeah, Tiamat.
Okay.
That's Tiamat. Also, Stranger Things fans, they're doing a Vecna. Super 7 is doing the Vecna, which is a Dungeons and Dragons character as well. But it definitely looks like Vecna from Stranger Things.
Nice.
So yeah, check that out if you haven't seen it.
But that does bring us to the end of the toys that I managed to cover.
All right, then.
So
shall we?
It does bring us to our next section.
Here we go.
Loading lexicon. Generating responses. Responses ready. Lexicon is the word game where you decide what's real and what is a con. Get ready. Here we go.
All right, it is a lexicon, the word game where we present you with a completely nonsensical sounding word that just happens to be 100% legitimate. We're going to give you 3 definitions, one of which Usually one of which is right. Your job is to pick out the correct one, and if we've done our if we've done our job, we will fool you all, and we will pull off the con. What do you got for us, man?
All right. This week's word is surgation.
Okay,
Surgation.
surgation, surgation, surge, sir. Okay,
So,
I'm ready.
Definition number 1.
Yep.
A noun. A method of removing unwanted hair by applying a mixture of lemon juice, sugar, and water to the skin and then peeling it off together with the hair.
Oh, isn't that like sugaring?
A little bit.
It does sound like sugaring, doesn't it?
Definition number 2. A noun. The act of practicing surgery, surgical procedures performed by a trained and qualified physician.
That's a red herring answer.
You think so?
Because that could be right.
It could be.
That could be right.
Guess it's
Ouch! Yeah, me too, man.
Definition number 3. Also a noun. An erect penis. An erection.
Oh dear.
Those are your 3 definitions, folks.
Oh dear. I'm not even going to play around with this one. I'm going right to the music. We'll check in with you in a few seconds. All right.
We got some.
All right, let's check in with the comments and see where we're at here. Sean says it's a method of removing unwanted hair. Gaz, rocket red countdown liftoff.
But he chose A.
Also A. Kim
Okay.
coming in at definition number 2, the act of practicing surgery. That's what I called the red herring, because that could be right. We've got Silver Spider also coming in with definition number 1. And Kay rounding it out with 1. It is a landslide. Everybody's going with number 1 this week, except for Kim going alone on number 2. Honey, I can't let you go alone. I'm going to go in with you. I'm going in on number 2.
So we all in for all in.
I guess so.
Well, winner, if you pick the wiener.
Oh,
definition number 3. An erection.
Wow, surgation. You know, I worked in healthcare for like 13 years, and I don't think I ever heard that.
Well, you would have to go back a long way to find this one used, because this one comes straight out of 1688.
Well, that would explain everything, wouldn't it?
It would. Your surgation is showing.
I'm laughing too. If only Zazel were here, because then we could make a joke about it. And if you're having too good of a brandy, your surgation, your surgation might not be working right.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh yeah. Wow. Good one. All right.
There we go.
That was Lexicon for this week. Don't forget, next week we'll be back and do it all over again with another completely nonsensical yet 100% legitimate word.
Yes.
Sir, put away your surgation, please.
Maybe. This next one I saw today, Futurama season 12 dropped their trailer.
Oh, that's right. They did, didn't they?
They're coming back for season 12. So the trailer is up. We've linked to it in the show notes.
But it's a streaming show now.
It is a streaming show on
it's,
Hulu.
It's
but
super short.
We get it on Disney.
We do. Yeah, that's right. I was just saying, remarking that the seasons are now streaming length. So, you know, that shorter condensed season.
This one looks like it's going to have some fun stuff. We go to a planet full of coffee and monkeys, and looks like they're building some sort of Frankenstein dude.
Did you watch the first revival season?
I did.
Did you like it?
I did.
I liked it.
I did. I got a kick out of it. But yeah, it looks like more of the same that you've come to know and love from them. So
absolutely.
This one premieres on July 29th on Hulu.
And no hubbub about who's getting paid what this time.
No.
We're all here. Everybody's getting paid okay.
Yep. Oh, and if you've been thinking about calling in this episode, you should probably do so.
Oh, are we getting to the end? Are we?
It was a very sparse news week this week.
That's fair.
But
that is fair.
Yeah, I believe this is good news too. I like Futurama, so thank you, Silver Spider.
Agreed. Yeah.
This next one, we had mentioned the Oilers girl. And last week I neglected to talk about this.
It's okay because by the time we would have gotten to it, I don't know. I
If it
think
would still be relevant. Yeah.
some of you would have been over it. Others, you might have still found it funny.
Yeah. Well, the Oilers girl had her 15 minutes for flashing at the game. And
Oh,
then she
no,
got
no,
into
she's not
Playboy.
done yet. Yeah, she's going to Playboy.
Oh, she's already been in. She's in and done. It was on the
Oh,
website, Playboy website.
Okay.
But this next one, the next viral sensation,
Oh, boy.
the Haktua girl,
Yeah.
Haley Welsh, is getting ready to possibly do some reality TV.
Oh,
And
dear.
I'm not talking raunchy stuff.
Oh,
They're
dear.
talking about literally doing like a show revolving around her life because she's been doing press tours. She's actually marketing this thing properly.
Okay.
She's not doing OnlyFans. She's not doing Playboy or any of that stuff.
No.
But she has branded this, and she's got like merchandise rolling out. She's got herself a like a business manager going with her.
Okay.
And people at the reality TVs are courting her for a show based on her life.
So this is going to be in the vein of Tiger King. Is that what we're saying?
No, I'm thinking this will be more in the vein of something you would see on TLC, where it like just follows her around, and we run into her friends, we see what she does, because like right now, she is just hobnobbing with everybody. Like I saw a post today where she was with Shaquille O'Neal chatting.
Oh,
him
no
up.
way. Isn't that something?
Yeah,
It's funny how what the internet can do for people.
it
Like
really is.
literally overnight, you are recognized around the world. Amazing.
But yeah, they're saying that they want to create something around her because she's got like this bubbly personality, but outside of the whole Haktua interview, she's actually kind of funny and has a really engaging personality.
Well, I'm sure, given that the original video, she's 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
And I mean, alcohol does lower inhibitions. So
It does.
if that's her with the filter off, maybe filtered is probably, maybe a little less raunchy.
Mhm. But she's filed trademarks indicating that she's going to try and go for a comedic career. And she's doing like stand-up gigs, podcasts, and
Of course.
we don't know if like it's actually going to come to fruition, but
Yeah.
there could be a reality TV show in her future, which
We'll
I
have
think
to-
has a lot more longevity than a one-time Playboy shoot.
No, that's true. That's true. Sean says there's someone out there dying to see what her life is about. Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a market,
market
for
for
anything.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. This next one, I know it's a couple months old, but it just came to my attention.
Sure.
And if I haven't seen it, maybe somebody else hasn't seen it. But that Lego set with the
Oh
Dark
yeah, we
Falcon
started
came
talking
out,
about that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that? Well, there is a trailer for Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yeah, it's
And it
almost
looks
like
awesome.
it's almost like it's a fan kind of driven thing.
Kind of. It's like an
Yeah.
alternate universe where they say, the universe is coming apart and going back together in strange new ways.
Yeah.
And like we get Darth Jar Jar, we get Dark Ray.
Yep.
We get Ewok bounty hunters, which that scene there is hilarious.
I think that's completely.
X-Wing TIE fighters.
Oh yeah,
All sorts of crazy stuff that you would never like, almost Elseworlds stuff, right?
So kind of the X-Wing tie thing though isn't a new concept. There's this thing. This goes all the way back to the West End games, the role-playing game, but they called them tie uglies, where they would just uglies in general, where they would take like disparate ship parts and just slam them together in these weird configurations. So we've seen stuff like this before, but it just makes perfect sense that Lego would embrace that idea, given that, as a building toy.
Mm-hmm. But this one's going to be streaming on Disney Plus on September 13th.
September 13th. September 13th.
So, go rebuild the galaxy then.
Yeah.
What's guys saying?
Guess says the question is, will Super 7 or McFarlane make a figure of her?
Neither. It'll be NECA.
That's funny.
But, this one, I guess, just dropped today, and holy crap, my Surgation is showing. I don't know why they didn't mention this, or I didn't see it in the lead up to this, but
I'm pretty sure I saw his name in a list
did
somewhere.
you?
Yeah,
Because I did not, and this changes everything.
I was curious to know how they were going to use him.
But after watching this trailer, which we've linked to in the show notes, Denzel Washington is going to be in Gladiator II.
Yeah, so this dropped what, earlier today?
Earlier today.
Fantastic trailer, by the way. I love Melody loves that Ewok. Oh, Mike has it. Oh, very
Nice.
cool. Very cool. Sir, put that away.
It's Denzel, man. Got to do what you got to do.
Did you watch the trailer all the way through?
I did.
Did you like the Maximus reference?
Yes.
A couple of them.
It's like straight historical continuation.
Well, after a few
years.
Yeah.
But like the subplot of him trying to be a slave that's going to try and take over the empire.
Yeah. It's super cool.
The fact that they filled the Colosseum with water and staged like a water battle with sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, the lion was cool in the first one, or the tiger, but now we're getting sharks.
We kind of wondered what this was going to look like when it was first announced, and I'm like, I don't know, like everybody's dead.
Yeah, like, well, the major players of it, right?
That's what I mean.
But like, you have your Lucius, you have his mother. How much more do you need?
I guess.
So now,
yeah.
You throw Denzel in there, and just from the trailer, it's like, okay, this went from a maybe to I have to see this.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with this. I wasn't sure what to expect, but now that I've seen the trailer, I'm definitely looking forward to this. And Ridley is directing it, so for a guy that doesn't do a lot of sequels,
no,
I mean that's kind of not true anymore. But he's kind of known for not wanting to do them.
I guess he voiced that he was regretful he didn't do the sequel to Aliens.
But then he also said that nobody asked him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this one stars Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington, Connie Nielsen, Joseph Quinn, and Fred Hechinger. So it comes into theaters November 22nd. So don't have to wait.
Not too long to wait.
It.
Yeah.
But go take a look at this trailer because it's awesome.
They should have given them laser swords, though. Come on, Denzel with a laser sword, instant Oscar.
Denzel with he could be holding a stick and he'll get an Oscar.
Yeah, really. He's got to look at his wristwatch and figure out the time.
Yeah. Man can do no wrong. But that does bring us to
our. Oh my gosh, we're there already.
Of the evening.
Okay. Well, you know what?
I know it's been a short one.
That's okay. No, we're batting about average right now, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys know what time it is. It's Andy. He's out there in the aisles. He's hunting for you and I, so we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
This week's is a good one.
Yeah.
For fans of Monopoly. This one
who's not a fan of Monopoly?
Exactly. But Monopoly surprise community chests.
Oh, really?
So what these are, they're a 10-pack each one, and they come with gold versions of new and extra play pieces.
That's kind of cool.
They come with like little ingots for coins or more denominational value
of money. But it is
they're really neat looking.
To compatible with your board games.
Completely compatible with your regular Monopoly.
I like that actually.
So you can get, I think there's 25 total to collect.
Did you ever think Monopoly would have
a collectible
an expansion?
Like no, I never thought of this, but it actually makes a lot of sense. It comes in a literal little community chest.
But I mean, that's cool. It's too bad they didn't give them actual boxes that you could have put the cards in to sit on the game board. But I mean, Monopoly has always made a thing out of like, new player pieces.
Yeah.
And people go nuts for those.
Yeah. And you always have people trying to steal the shoe or whatever.
I want the car.
Exactly. Well, now get another one. You get money bags with his pockets emptied.
But I mean, what can we see there? We've got looks like a diamond ring, a purse, a light bulb.
Maybe
a light bulb or whatever that other thing
or
is.
Pass go. Maybe
okay.
Piece. You also get little metal versions of the hotels or the houses.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But $5 for each, and they regularly retail at Walmart for $14.99. So
oh wow.
66% off.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Yeah. And then for our other mini collector friends, Disney Mini Brands Series 2 are showing back up again.
Oh, cool.
For $5 a ball. Regular retail $12.99 or $24.45 on for a 2-pack, which is kind of scary, but
yeah.
You can get your ultimate rare mini Grogu.
How small are these?
They are, about an inch tall, maybe.
So, I mean, compared to my, and this is
they would be slightly smaller
than this. Now, this isn't the Black Series one. This is the Hasbro basic set. So there we go. Yeah, the little.
There you go.
What? See?
Grogu. There he is.
Focus, focus. Look at my big eyes. There we go. Yeah. So a little smaller than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're doing your toy photography and you want your guy holding an action figure of himself, I mean, you can get like little Ray. You can get Lightning
Nice.
McQueen, BB-8, all sorts of Disney related stuff.
I dig it.
And for $5, why not?
I dig it.
Oh, what's the guy saying?
Oh,
here?
wait. I have the Godzilla version. Once you go kaiju, you never go back. Godzilla themed Monopoly.
He just steps on the whole board all at once.
We'll stick on that for a second here. And I don't necessarily mean kaiju, but themed board games, themed versions of classic games.
Yeah.
I've played a few. Some of them work better than others. Like we have Kim and I have a copy of the Predator version of Clue.
Nice.
And it's okay. It's okay.
We've got a copy of Simpsons Operation. So
is it Homer?
It is Homer. And every time you mess up, yeah.
That does work.
Yeah.
My favorite, the one that we own, and folks, if you didn't know this, my favorite board game of all time is Axis and Allies. So when people say, "Oh, let's play Risk," I just can't do it. I can't do it because you know what Risk is. Risk is Axis and Allies for idiots.
Oh.
However, the Game of Thrones themed Risk. Not only is it a good Risk game, it's just a good game, and it adds elements of things that aren't in the show. The only thing that's missing from that thematically is there are no White Walkers. If there was, it'd be perfect. But yeah, it's a great themed game. Gaz wants to know, have you ever played Scotland Yard? No, and I can't say I've heard Scotland Yard in 30 years. I remember it having a commercial, Saturday morning commercial.
I do not.
Yeah, no.
All I remember is that Sherlock Holmes will get you.
Now, could they? Now they would have. Was it actually authorized by the estate?
I don't know.
Because there's a whole thing with Sherlock Holmes about people using the name without
permission.
Yeah. That might have been one of them. But no, I have not played Scotland Yard.
No.
All right.
But that does bring us to the end of our...
We have run our course, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us for the last, hour and 20?
Almost hour and a half.
Hour and a half-ish. This has been another cool adventure down the pop culture rabbit hole. Oh, it wasn't a Holmes game. Okay. Fair enough. Don't forget, tonight, in a little more than an hour and a half, in the Eastern time zone anyway, the next episode of The Acolyte is on tonight. That's episode 7, the penultimate episode, as we are just 2 more, and the show is potentially over. The big question is, are we going to get a second season? I don't know.
Well, despite all the negative and the divisiveness of everything, they're saying that the numbers are awesome for it.
Oh, really?
Like, the viewership is actually up.
That's good to know. I still feel like the show would have benefited from an all-at-once drop.
I think so.
A binge drop. I think people would have been a little more accepting of some of the stuff that's caused a lot of that division.
Yeah.
Because then you could digest the whole thing as one complete story.
Yeah. Well, like they did with Andor, they gave you 3 episodes, and that was enough.
Yeah.
To get you over that and invested.
But again, and we said this, that triple episode drop, you needed that epilogue to grab you, because I don't think one episode alone was enough to do it.
No.
But that's what I'm going to be doing here later tonight, as I will be writing this week's review episode. So you can catch us on Sunday night at 6 p.m. as we are back with The Acolyte in review. If not, we'll see you back here next Tuesday at 6 p.m. as we have another round of entertainment headlines and pop culture stuff to talk about. Probably, as always,
Probably another Batman figure.
Who knows? Maybe 2 or 3.
Maybe.
Depends how busy McFarlane is this week. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff here. We got a great show. Thank you, guys. Thanks for another great show, guys. Thank you, Sean. Michael, great show, guys. Always a good time. No, thank you, sir. It wouldn't be a good time without all of you tuning in and hitting us with your comments. Kimberly, Melody, Emily, and I loved your show. Thank you very much. And Kay says, fun as always. Well, I hope so, because we do it for we'd be doing it anyway. What am I talking about?
True.
All right. Anything you want to close on before we sign off for the night?
If you haven't seen it, go watch that Lego trailer, if only for Darth Jar Jar's line.
And the Gladiator trailer.
And that one too.
So good.
And the Agatha one.
Watch all the trailers.
They're all linked in the show notes.
All right, everybody. No matter what your thing is, remember, fan on. And for Fan and Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.